Why? It's morning. I don't like being alive. But you're right. Serious, unseasonal, severe rains in Bombay. And the Ganpati season goes on. Alright everyone. I am home. I'm back to Mumbai for a while. Because I need to get some of my documents in order. Because I too may be running away from this country. But let's see how that works. This is going to be a long day. I have to visit the police station and the bank, then everything. Basically get everything in order before I sort of apply for a police clearance or whatever they require. Let's see how it works out. I'll keep you all updated. This is a particularly... Good morning, death. Oh, sorry. Good morning, breakfast. This is my breakfast when I don't feel like eating. So then it's... I just feel like giving the body a little sugar rush. So, hopefully gets me diabetes and ends me earlier. I'm just kidding. I just feel like a sugar rush every morning. Because for a long time I did not have sugar. And that almost killed my body. That's a story for another day. I'm on the way to the station. I'm going to take a train. Then I'm going to go to another station. And then... let's see how it goes. Here we are. This is a not so crowded place. This is a not so crowded train, by the way. We are just off rush hour. This is by far my favorite thing to do. Scroll news. These are my favorite pieces of news where people are leaving the country. That's basically what I do on a train. Generally try not to watch videos or whatever. It's quite a mess. And there are a lot of people talking around, etc. etc. So this is my zone. What the average train scene looks like in Mumbai if you've not seen it before. It's just like hanging out basically. It's one of the biggest sewers and people swim in this, by the way. The water's black. This is what we call the ugliest building in the world. Find me an uglier building. It's 7 floors of parking and then like 8 or 9 floors of rain staying. Weird. Spitting for the past half an hour. These the poor people basically they eat a lot of this. It's called it's a tobacco in a way, and they sort of they basically to forget the fact that they exist and to forget the fact that they have such hard labor. See, he's still in the mood of spitting. He's just always either spitting or trying to spit. So they spoil the entire thing. Like just look here carefully. It's completely, I'll show you a place where they just spit. It's crazy. That's all of these are railway colonies. The smaller houses are basically railway colonies, and the larger ones are the ones where the guys have now encroached. All of Bombay is going to look like this eventually. Like I said, it's all construction. So the railway colonies are the last places where some sort of sanity is left, 1.5 billion people, baby. This is how we live. Especially in Mumbai, where there are like 20 million. And now there's projected to be 40 million by 2050. And the lanes are this small and the buildings are that tall. So like... imagine. And a promise of even larger buildings. And we are back. Essentially the center of the city, which is again under construction. Like I showed, the most posh area and the most average area and even the most poor area, we are always under construction here because it's basically an island. So, and as I said, they're preparing for 40 million people. So, here we go. So, in India, we don't believe in footpaths. We don't believe that people are walking on the road. We just park wherever the hell we want, essentially. I just finished my police work. Obviously couldn't use the camera in the station. So this is me walking back. This is something called like a kabutar khana, where people just put out food for the birdies. Look at that. And if you run through, like a lot of people have this kick running through it. So all these guys run like fly around and they take photos and shit like. And sometimes among the heavy construction, you see something really pretty. I don't know, I find this really pretty. It's really old, and probably this guy has fought like 25 builders who wanted to take his property and make a huge building out of it. These guys zoned out like zombies, you know. If you see carefully, they are living in the rain, getting wet, and not just that, they are all on their phones, you know. If you like, whenever they are free, they are always on their phones. So if you observe, I didn't want to critique them in front of them, but if you observe, most of them are their skeletal structures are not fully developed. When your skeletal structure is not fully developed, obviously your brain is not properly developed. And when your brain is not properly developed in that sense, when you've not got enough food when you're young, you're bound to not make good decisions. You're bound to be more violent. And it is said that 3 generations of yours get affected. No matter how much food you have, 3 generations of yours get affected. And that is around 45% of India today. Some people say 60% of the people in India, their skeletal structures are not developed. But the official statistics say 45% of the children are stunted today. So I don't know where we are going. So, my route to a job just got harder. I'm done with my day though. But I just got a call from a principal who had applied for a teacher's job. And they were like, dude, you've said you're suing your parents all over the internet. So why the hell should we hire you? Because if the parents Google you, we are finished. So I'm like, oh shit, that's a bit of a problem. But I guess I can't erase it now. And even if I could erase it, I'm not going to, because I stand by what I said. So if there's a price to pay, there's a price to pay, I guess. What do we do? Yo, I guess that's the end of vlog 1. I tried my best. If you like it, let me know how to improve it. I have no experience in this, so you all can totally guide me. I'm going to be calling it Life of NiRaSa. Okay? NIhilanand RAphael SAmuel. Okay? And I think it has a lot of meaning. One is Niras. Niras is in Hindi or classical Hindi is this where a guy does not have any interest. He's not interested in anything. Ras means like a color or some sort of interest in something. But when you have nothing, it's called Niras. Okay? And the other is NiRaSa. If you do a little bit of a wordplay, it's called NiRaSa, means no hope. Okay? A person who has no hope. So I think this is a perfect name for it, NiRaSa, Life of NiRaSa. So let's see, we can work on better names, but I think this is apt for this. Basically the life of a nihilist, but it says everything, or the life of an antinatalist or an FList or everything. It's got the entire this of it. Someone who has no hope in humanity, the future, humans, life, anything.